The Strat Basics for Beginners. These are the 4 signatures that you are going to be learning in this video. Okay, let's get right into it. The first one we're going to talk about is the number 2 candle. What does that look like? What does it mean? What is its purpose? Well, in this case, it's a bearish number 2. Just flip it around if it's a bullish number 2. And do you notice, and I want to also state I'm on a 4-hour chart, but this can be used on the 1 hour, 15 minutes, so on and so forth. Just for this example, I'm using a 4-hour. So you can see, like right here, this candle had a strong close beneath that prior candle low right there, with conviction, with strength, right? It closed right there. This is where it closed at. This was the prior candle low. It had a strong close beneath that, displaying weakness into the close, okay? And if you've been around long enough, then you've heard the saying, the wicks do the damage, the body tells the story. But here's the key thing, folks. You only get the body once you get the close, all right? And that's why I put so much importance on the close, because the close was weak. The close was bearish. And what this essentially does is it gives you a upcoming bias if you want to flow with that trend and flow with that tide, okay? So when you see a number 2 candle like this, not showing any indication of strength, your best bet is to react. Don't predict, because the 90% losing traders predict. You don't want to be them, do you? No, right? You want to be part of that top 10% and hopefully one day 1%. Then you need to make sure that you are reacting and not predicting. And this is how you do it. The close, this candle specifically, closes at 2 o'clock. Okay, so if that close like this is super bearish, super weak, number 2 candle into 2 o'clock, your best bet is to listen to the trend and to flow with the trend. Okay, then that's where you'll then go into your lower time frame and hunt for your setup, whatever it is, whether it's like my failed 2 setups that I talk about in many videos, or whatever model you're trading. This gives you a very simple bias, or as I call it, higher time frame candle outlook. So that is a number 2 candle. That's what it looks like. This is what we call a number 1 candle. And these are actually still very, very useful. If you watch some other videos, you know there's no adaption. I even talked about this in the you can see that in my a couple videos back. I made a video on like the only 3 candles you need with the Strat. What I meant by that was like the only 3 candles for adaption, or the only 3 candles that I use for higher time frame candle outlook. Number 1 wasn't included in that because, well, it's not, but it's still useful, very, very useful. But what a number 1 candle is like whenever it doesn't take out the prior candle high, or also doesn't take out the prior candle low, closes inside, aka inside candle, number 1 candle. That's what that looks like. So when you hear me say number 1 candle, this is what it is. They're still very useful though, because you can't remember, or you can't forget that there's liquidity above and below the number 1 candle high. So I'm just gonna give you some food for thought, because I don't want to overload this video. The focus is more so to give you the basics. But I want to give you some food for thought. The number 1 candle is useful, and myself, I look at the number 1 candle as fuel. So let's say you have a bearish bias for, say, for example, prior you saw a number 2 candle, hint, 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 right? And then you see a number 1 candle, hint, 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 hint. And then you see the liquidity above that number 1 candle high taken, aka fuel for a push lower, hint, 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 right? That frame's really good continuation moves down into the lows. Not always, right? But that's fuel. The trend's been established. So if you're truly reacting and you're not predicting, guess what, folks? Price already told you what it wanted to do. Now your job is to listen. What is this candle right here called? This is what we call a number 3 candle. So a number 3 candle is when price does this. This is a number 3 candlestick. It took out the prior candle high, the high of the prior number 1 candle, because it swept that liquidity. That liquidity fueled it lower, took out the low. So whenever price takes out the high like this, and then it takes out the low like this, that makes it a number 3 candle. What is a number 3 candle? A number 3 candle in simplest terms is a continuation candle, a continuation signature. Is that the case in every single play? No, context matters, but in general, And we can go into that. We can dig a little bit deeper into that. But in general, it means it's a continuation signal. And it was in this context. Even if it failed to displace with that low, Mike, like right here, yep, absolutely. Because the trend has been established, remember? The trend has been established. It would be different if it was like, say, bullish prior, which I'll actually show you. That'll make for a good example here in a quick second. But it wasn't. The trend, look, number 2 candle, number 2 candle, number 1 candle, number 3 candle. And a number 3 is a continuation of trend. Listen to it. So what that does, it opens at 6, it closes at 10, and that gives you a bias going into 10 o'clock to hunt for short plays because your higher time frame, 4 hour, as I call it, higher time frame candle outlook is bearish. That's a number 3 candle. It's a continuation signal lower. So listening to price, reacting to price, you say, oh man, a continuation is probably right around the corner, and it was. Boom. What's that? That's a number 2 candle. Not a number 3 because it didn't take out the prior candle high, right? It's a number 2 candle because it had a strong close still beneath that low. You know what that means? You could have capitalized on that. Whatever your entry model is, whether it's my failed 2 model or whether it's whatever you trade, do you see how from that range from 10 to 2 o'clock where this candle closes, you had a bearish bias that you were able to profit off of, okay? This closes at 2 until 18, right? Again, you got another bearish bias to go off of. Boom, you're profited in again. All because you are flowing with that trend. All because you are not predicting like an amateur does. The 90% predict. We react. And once you look at price like this, folks, I promise you, there's no going back. And your results are going to show that. Your results are going to skyrocket. It's hard to do it because it's kind of an unconventional way to trade, but unconventional ways make unconventional money, right? If you do it exactly like everybody else does it, well, guess what? No surprise, you get the same results that everybody else fucking gets, and that is a whole lot of nothing, right? So that's what it looks like. Now we're gonna go over failed 2 as well, but look, number 2, number 3, number 2, number 2. Now failed 2 is like my bread and butter. They're like really good reversal signatures, indicators. And I like those for like with my 15-minute. Whenever I'm executing on my 1 minute, I like to see my 1 minute shift in a failed 2. I have plenty of videos on that. We're not going to dig too deep into it in this video because I want to keep it brief. That's an example of a bearish failed 2. It just reverse it for a bullish failed 2. It's the same thing, just the other way around. Do you see how price took out that prior candle high? Because there's liquidity there. And then you see how it did that and how it failed to displace and it closed weak. For it to also be considered a failed 2, it can't take out the prior candle low, which will be like right here. See? That makes that a bearish failed 2. This is like where you'll see some of your highest probability market structure shifts inside on the lower time frame. Hint, hint. On the lower time frame, you'll see a lot of really good shifts inside higher time frame failed 2s like this. Okay? So that close told you that, hey, we're bearish. What it does next is it does a number 1 candle, still bearish, remember? There's no adaptation with number 1 candle. Expansion lower, that's a number 2 candle.